Today is November 13th. Today's quote is entitled Anarthas. Obstacles are those things you see when you lose sight of the goal. So when anarthas are strong, it may mean we are losing sight of the goal. What's important to understand in this is that we all have anarthas. Anarthas just mean unwanted qualities, characteristics, desires, unwanted things in our life. Sometimes when we have too many things, we say, I'm an anartha pod, I'm a hoarder, I'm a collector. So anartha means that which has no value. So anything that has no value for our material life is an anartha. It's unwanted. And sometimes, unfortunately, because of the nature of the mind, we focus on things we shouldn't be focusing on. We focus on the undesirable. And that is distracting us. Or we focus on what we don't want. Oh no, I have this desire. I don't want to have it. And then I end up focusing on the desire that I don't want to have. It occupies my mind. So that's one of the problems, the tendency for negative focus to focus on what we don't want, and then what we don't want becomes the focus. And unfortunately, as you probably have experienced, when you focus on what you don't want, what do you get? You get what you don't want, because that's what you're focused on. So it's just, the mind does that. It's just, we have to learn the way the mind works so we can kind of recalibrate it to work properly. So focusing on what we don't want, it's not a good idea. I always say, if you know what you don't want, then focus on what you do want, because you should always focus on the positive. Positive, it's like, if you know where you don't want to go and you're driving a car, that's good. I think I'm lost. We're not going where we want to go. Well, where do you want to go? Or how do you get there? Well, I'm not sure. That doesn't help, but I know this is not it. So that's not what we want. We don't want to be knowing what we don't want. We want to be focused on what we want. So this quote said, focus on your goal. And when you see the obstacles, I don't know if you know this, but I don't advise you experiment with it, but if you're driving your car, well, actually you can experiment with it in a safe way and an unsafe way. When you're driving your car, would you just look straight ahead? However the road turns, you'll turn with it. You don't have to, you just, how do we say it? Yeah, you just keep your eyes between the two white lines, and you'll automatically go. And go with it. You'll go the right way. And if you look to the left, the side of the road, you know that you'll end up on the side of the road. Did you know that? Don't experiment with the second half, because you can experiment with the first half. That'll keep you on the road. If you're just looking ahead, wherever you're looking, you always go when you drive. It's just the way it works. And it's the way it works in life. If you look off to the side of the road, you end up on the side of the road. And that's why this quote says, when you lose sight of the goal, then you focus on the obstacles. Now, what's important about this quote is that many, many of us, when we have a goal, instead of focusing on what we want to do and how we're going to achieve it, we focus on all the reasons we can't. This is very common. Prabhuji, Mataji, why are you not doing? You told me you were going to be doing this last year. Have you done it? No. Why? Well, this, that, that. We're completely focused on why it's not going to work. And as a good coach, I say, can you tell me one thing that you could do today to get closer to the goal? You think, well, I could... I could get a book and read about how to do this. Yeah, so let's do it. Let's get in the car and go to the store. We get the book. You just did something to bring you closer to the goal. Now those 20 other things, excuses or reasons you can't, maybe they're still there, but you found one reason you could do something to get closer. This is powerful. Do you realize what I just said? There may be so many reasons why you can't do something, but if you can find the reasons why you can do it, and just work on those, Okay, I can't go this way, I can't go that way, I can't go this way, I can't go that way, I can't go this way, but I could go this way. Okay, then go that way. It's just like that. All right, I can't get an MBA right now, I'm too old, I can't do this, I can't do that, but I could get this book and read about how to do this. So that's the idea of this quote. It's like, don't give up. Just do what you can do. Focus on what you can't do. Don't focus on what you can't do. And we all do that, and it's just unfortunate. It doesn't work. Oh, I can never chant good japa. Well, don't focus on it. Focus on the kind of japa you want. I could never get up early in the morning. Focus on what you can do, not why you can't. And you can apply that to anything.